Hey, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. I'm actually up on a hill here overlooking the valley. You can see behind me the valley where many of us live. And this would somewhat be considered in the Old Testament a high place. And it wasn't a good thing. Many times they would go up, the children of Israel would go up to these high places and worship other gods, gods that were not Yahweh, the God of the Bible. They would worship Baals and Astaroth and all these different gods. And God would say, pull down those strongholds, pull down those high places and begin to worship me again. And obviously they weren't always on the hills. Jeremiah talked about a high place in the valley, but these were places where I think you could come up and look over a valley you were claiming, look over a area, a city of people, and you would worship gods other than the God of the Bible. And my call is to men this Father's Day, do whatever you can. I want to talk about three things: postpone, prepare, and pray. Postpone anything you have going on, breakfast or lunch or whatever it is, a trip to the gym. I mean, we seem to put everything before God, especially in the summertime. You've got the boats out, the jet skis, the RVs, and all those are great, wonderful. But when they become an idol and that becomes what we want to do, and we put God on the back burner until summer is over, we run into a challenge. We might be erecting high places in our homes. Obviously, high places are of pornography and adultery, of course, sexual sin and addiction. And so my call is to the men: postpone, prepare, and pray this coming Father's Day. Postpone. Put God first. Father's Day is often attendance is a lot less than Mother's Day. Why? Because men say, it's Father's Day, I want to go to breakfast and eat too much and sleep and stop by and get a six-pack of beer on the way home. This time, say, I'm going to seek God. Maybe you don't feel like it. Doesn't matter how you feel. Bring those feelings into submission. So postpone everything. Seek God this coming Sunday. Prepare your heart. What I mean by that is come to the 6 a.m. service. Doors open at 6 a.m. If you're not too much into an hour and a half of worship, come at 6:30. But come and prepare your heart, and we'll have 5 areas of prayer up on the big screen. And then we're going to pray. We're going to go into the prayer room at 7:30 in the morning and next door, and we're going to pray for our families. You're going to pray for your children. If you don't like to pray in public, you don't know how to pray, that's fine. Just come and join us. Pray in your heart. Pray for your spouse. Husbands, cover your wives. This is the time where men need to step up and remove these high places. So if you're anywhere close to Lancaster or Palmdale, come to the 9 a.m. or the 11 a.m. service this Father's Day. We are going to pull down high places. My message is going to be specific on this topic. God just laid it into my heart early this morning, poured it into my heart. The whole sermon's pretty much done, and I want to share that with you. So if you're anywhere close to Lancaster, Palmdale, I hope you join us. However, if you can't, we're going to live stream it on my Facebook page, Shane Idleman, or Westside Christian Fellowship. We're going to live stream it, and we're going to call men to come back to a place of postponing everything else and putting God as the priority, preparing our hearts, and we're going to pray as if God is listening, because He is. So it's time to remove those high places. We've built high places in our lives, in our culture, in the church, in our nation, and we're going to begin pulling those down. Remember, if God is for you, who can be against you? I get frustrated many times looking at the numbers as far as it seems like everyone's against us. The media, Hollywood, the government, you name it, corporations. But God says, I'm looking for the remnant to seek me, to follow me, and get your numbers down and trust in me and call on me, and I will answer. So join us this coming Sunday for Father's Day. You will not be disappointed. Let me tell you what, though, the enemy's going to work overtime. There's going to be arguments, possibly. I'm coming against that now, but I'm also being real. Arguments, maybe a short vacation somewhere that just pops up, or a flat tire. The enemy is not going to want the men to hear this message. So it's a call to men. It's time to rise up and begin to pull down strongholds and high towers, places of worship that have been built in our life. So hope to see you this coming Sunday. Thank you.